Hi everyone, my name is Bindu. Welcome back to our channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find top 2 and bottom 2 products in Power BI using DAX and without relying on default filters. Let's see how to do it. Let's start the video. Before starting our video, I wanted to tell you there are different ways of doing the same thing in Power BI. You can do it using calculated table, you can do it using measures, you can do it using calculated columns. In this video, let's do it. Let's find the top 2 and bottom 2 using calculated table. In the next video, let's do it using measures, and in the next video, let's do it using calculated column, or let's combine measures and calculated columns in the next video. I don't want to put all the three in one video and make it lengthy because I myself don't find it interesting if the video is too lengthy. So I want to divide this video into 2 or 3 parts. In this part, let's focus on creating the top 2 and bottom 2 using by using calculated table, and let's discuss the pros and cons of using calculated table. Okay. So let's get started now. Before we begin creating this calculated table, let's first ensure that we have the proper data. So to get top 2 and bottom 2 products, you need products table and sales table, and both these tables, product and sales, they need to have a relation between each of them. So if you look at the screen here, there are 2 tables, products and sales, and they are related to each other based on the product ID. Okay, so product table has product ID, product name and category, and sales table has sales ID, product ID and sales amount. Based on these two, we need to find the top 2 products. So now we need to find top 2 products which have more sales, bottom 2 products which have least sales. That's our requirement. How do we do that? So one way of doing it is using calculated table. Let's create the calculated table now. Where do we create this calculated table? In the report here, go to this modeling tab, and in here click on new table. So here you'll be able to create your calculated table. Let's name this table as top 2 products. So how do you write the DAX to get top 2 products? Let's step back a minute and let's think, what all do you need to create this calculated table? To create top 2 products, you would need top function. So the first thing you need to do is use top function. So there's a function called top n, and in this function you can specify if you want top 1, top 2, top 10, top 100, whatever. So first you are using top n function, starting with top n. Okay, I want top 2, right? So I'm typing 2 here. And then where do you need to get top 2 from? You need to get from the combination of product and sales. Right now you have product data in one table and sales data in another table. So you need to summarize these 2 tables and get the sales for each product. So I'm using summarize function. Summarize. What am I summarizing? Products. And in this summarize table, I need product ID, product name and total sales of the product to show. So I'm typing product ID, product name, and I need sum of, and I want total sales, and I am naming this as total sales so I can use it in the next step. So this part, it generates a summarized table with the columns product ID, product name and total sales. Now I'm coming back to my top n function again. So I'm closing the summarize brace, and then I'm coming back to my top n function. So now I'm getting top 2 from this part, from the summarized table, and now from the summarized table I'm getting total sales, and because I'm getting top 2, the order should be descending. Okay, so we created our top 2 products. Let's drag this. Now let's bring a table here, and before bringing these columns into our table, let's make this to not summarize, because that's just an ID and we don't want to summarize it. Don't summarize. And now I'm bringing these 3 columns into my table. So this table gives us top 2 products that has based on the sale amount. Okay, now we can do the same for bottom 2 products. For the bottom 2 products, we do the same thing. We go to modeling tab, do a new table. I'm copying the same code that we are using for top 2 products. Modeling tab, I'm creating a new table. I'm just pasting my code here, and it would be bottom 2 products. Bottom 2 products. I'm using the top function again, and top function I need top 2, so here 2, and then I'm summarizing my data based on the product ID, product name, and I'm getting a total sales here. And for the top n function, I'm using total sales, which we calculated in this summarized table. And here the order should be, because we need bottom 2 products. Taking this, and now I'm bringing another table here. Then I want to make this don't summarize and bring in all the columns from this calculated table. So the left one is top 2 products and the right one is bottom 2 products. So this is how you create top 2 and bottom 2 products in Power BI using DAX in calculated tables. Now let's talk about pros and cons of using this calculated table. First is, it's easy to implement for predefined queries like top 2, bottom 2, or top n, bottom n, whatever. And the next advantage is there is no dependency on the slicers or the interactions of other filters. So if you want to show the data as is, irrespective of the filters, in that case you can use the calculated table. And now what are the cons? What are the disadvantages of using the calculated table? It is not dynamic. It won't change with the slicers or filters. It's a static table. Only if you want to show it as a static table, only then you use it. Otherwise you don't. If you really want to filter the data, then you need something dynamic. You don't need this calculated table because this is static. And the next disadvantage is, if the data set changes, even the calculated tables need to be refreshed. So these are the 2 drawbacks of using the calculated table. If you need to have a dynamic behavior, then you need to use either measures or calculated columns, which we will discuss in the next video. Until then, keep learning. Bye.